I was just thinking, I'll take another follower. Sure. I don't care. So I put in my information. Second one down, I was like, oh, that's me. First of all, who's that other Allie Payne bitch? I don't even know who that first one is. But the second one down, I was like, yep, that's me. There you go. Hit follow. And then they're like, oh, I don't bite unless you want me to.
Oh, my God.
It's the Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast. The rules are gone. The shirt is untucked. Here's Scott and Allie.
Oh my God, it's here. The first Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast of 2026. We're here.
Happy New Year. You know, you said this on the show and it just happened to me.
What?
It was about how we're going to be writing 2025 over and over again. Well, I went to type in the date on this episode. You know, it's not always just writing, but typing. And I had to go 26. Yeah. Mm-hmm. yeah.
It's going to take a couple days for that beat to set in. Would you say your first poop of 2026 was right after midnight, or was it early in the morning on Friday?
Wait, hold on a second. Was Friday?
These are the milestones of a new year that you want to think about.
Was that? Hold on a second. Oh, Friday was the second?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, no, I'm sure it was. The first was.
That's right. New Year's was Thursday. Yeah.
I'm sure it was the first. I'm pretty regular.
Well, I didn't know if it was like a right after midnight thing that, the ball drops and you drop one in the.
Oh, my God. I don't remember. All what I do know is same messy hair for 2026.
You don't want to change too much too quick. You don't want to shock people.
No.
Okay,
Don't.
I got to tell you the funniest story. And this is such a great example. I have such an appreciation of somebody that has a quick wit, because in all honesty, we kind of have to with what we do. I mean, we're constantly back and forth and doing our thing, on the show and all that. So,
and I love doing it too. Whenever somebody laughs at me, that is like crack to me.
It's the feed of the soul.
Yes.
So at any rate, this guy unexpectedly had a very quick wit. So I am in Harrisonburg, Virginia on Sunday.
Okay.
And I was at a gas station and I was filling up and I had to go to the bathroom and I figured, I better grab a drink while I'm in here too. And it was very quiet. It was one of those rare times that you walk into a gas station, nobody else is there, right?
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, because a couple times a year I make my way back and forth to that route and I use the same gas station, and the guy
I do this too on to and fro from Cleveland.
Creatures of habit, right?
Yes.
And the guy that works there, actually, he doesn't know who I am, but like he
recognizes you.
Yes, he recognizes. He's like, oh, he goes, welcome, and
I have that same thing in Salamanca.
Okay, so at any rate,
Salamanca.
I'm in the Salamanca. I'm in the. It sounds like a bad coffee brand from like the 70s. Pour yourself a fine cup of Salamanca.
Yeah.
But it tastes like fish. But at any rate, I'm in the bathroom and I come out and it's gone from being nobody in the gas station to two gentlemen that are standing near the counter talking to the guy, and I'm waiting, getting ready to move up, and I realize they're not really making a purchase. So how you kind of go around and I figured maybe he knew these guys, right? And I was like, okay, I can make my purchase and get out of here. And let me just set the tone for you, because it took me a second to realize the whole imagery. Okay. So out at the gas pump is this pristine white sedan, probably like an Audi, highly expensive, not highly expensive, but more than a Ford.
Yes.
No offense.
It's okay.
And super blacked out tinted windows, super white vehicle, right?
Yes.
In the gas station are the two gentlemen, and I don't know their names. We didn't really acquaint ourselves, except I decided to name them. Let's see, we'll do Shaquanus, and we'll do let's see here, Deontay Bongclip. So you got Shaquanus and Deontay Bongclip in the gas station.
So there was a smell.
There was a smell.
Okay.
And I didn't quite get the smell instantly, which is weird because I'm very
sensitive to it.
I'm not a fan of it. And the two guys both kind of look at me and I'm like, okay. And they're like, yo, where the dispensary's at? And I'm like,
What?
What? It's just a question I wasn't expecting. So they were
because they think you're a local.
Right. They were asking the guy behind the counter where the dispensaries were. And then he didn't know. So he asked me, they go, where the dispensaries at? My response is, geez, I'm traveling out of New York State. Had we been in New York State, I could have told you every corner they're on because they're all over the place. But I don't know. I don't know down here. So Shaquanis and Deontay Bonclip leave the gas station, right?
What's a Bonclip?
And that's his name, Deontay Bonclip. And
you could tell that you don't smoke or anything because what's a Bonclip?
I don't know. So at any rate, this is where the moment of quickness comes.
Roach clip, but not a Bong clip.
Yeah, okay, Deontay Roach
no,
clip.
No,
fine.
keep going.
Fine,
clip.
whatever.
Keep going. Keep going.
It was the guy behind the counter that looks me dead in the eye and goes, like, those guys don't know where the dispensaries are. And then I realized, I'm like, that's really funny. I ended up laughing out loud because it all connected in my brain. I'm like, oh, you do reek a weed. Well, those guys did.
Yeah.
And, just the whole imagery of it, you were just like, that is just life imitating art and art imitating life in the funniest way.
Because you can just type in dispensary near me. Now, I don't know if Virginia, I don't know what their laws are in that state, but you can just put that in your phone and it'll come up. I mean, we do it here.
No clue.
Now,
and I don't know, like you said, I don't know what their laws are, but it was just very funny. I'm like, because the gas station guy, like, they don't know where it is.
All right.
Because you totally now, all you can smell is the smell of it.
They're probably traveling from out of state too.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Also, I noticed that, so New Year means tons of people at the gym, and my gym, well, at least lately in the past couple days, always smells like weed. I don't know how people.
How would you do that? I could not. I mean, I am not a fan. I
would be working out so slow.
Oh my God! Right, slow and just. I mean,
I don't know.
Lack of effort, it feels like, would go into it.
I know, but I know some people, like, depending on like what you're ingesting, it gives you more energy. But I don't know. I always wonder about like their lung capacity as well.
It's kind of.
I'm serious about that
purpose.
part.
Yes.
Like if you're smoking it, because they smell like they're smoking it. It doesn't smell like, it's not like edibles or vaping or anything like that. And it is such a strong smell at my gym all the time.
Working out at all under any influence would be the weirdest thing.
I have done a spin class. A little tipsy once because I had a couple glasses of wine with a friend and then went, and it was super fun. But I wouldn't do it that way all the time because
don't you cramp like within 5 minutes though? You're like, oh.
My fear is being a little too loosey goosey and falling off the bike. That's why.
Please video that.
Yeah, I couldn't do it on a regular basis. No way. But also when I was home in Cleveland, there is barely any dispensaries. You don't see it like we have it here.
I think it just got legalized in Ohio.
Just within the past year. Yeah. But like we've had them for so long.
Yeah. And
they're so out there with their advertising. But in Ohio, it seems very, very discreet.
Keep in mind,
almost more professional.
Keep in mind too, in New York State, it started real weird. The big cities had the very regulated dispensaries right away.
Yeah.
But in the slightly more rural areas, let's say outside of the Manhattans or maybe Buffalo or Rochester's, outside of those areas, it was pretty loosey-goosey. Remember, I mean, the whole concept of the sticker shop for a period of time until finally the state goes, okay, this is the way it's going to go.
But it's also the look of it too, because when I went to California, they're everywhere in California. It's really prominent in California, but they still look really medical and professional.
Mm-hmm.
And we went into one when we were in California. Me and my ex did. And it still was like, it's just a totally different vibe than it is here. And the same with Cleveland, although I've never been inside of a Cleveland one, but like, it just seems like a totally different vibe.
Well, and I think part of that, California, I think they were probably stricter on the loosey-goosey, i.e. I use the sticker shop example, where that was prominent for a couple years before the state really got involved in New York. So we kind of did it a little bit reverse. And I'm thinking Ohio probably because it was pretty strict. They were real strict on. They would have shut down a sticker shop.
Oh, right, very strict.
In 2 seconds, and like permanently, it would have made headlines and everything. So.
I also think that there are these parts of Ohio that they're very particular about the way things look. Mm-hmm. And you know how, and I know Corning has this, if you're listening from out of the area, this cute little town Corning we have, like they have regulations on what the outside of stores can look like.
Oh yeah, it's got to fit in with the
Aesthetics.
general area. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I found in Cleveland is like a lot of the shops have the aesthetics that are really professional and clean looking, which is also what was in California. So I think that that's the one thing that we did wrong. I don't care about the sticker shops. I don't care about the marijuana shops. That's all fine and dandy for me. But I don't want it to look, I don't know, I like a clean aesthetic.
Yeah.
But I also noticed this too. So you brought up the SUV thing. This is something I was planning on bringing up anyway. Everywhere I was at, whether it was a grocery store or I was mainly at grocery stores or like any retail location, every car is nice and is an SUV. I was the one who had the junkiest car everywhere I went. Everyone drives such nice cars. I'm like, that's just a reflection of being in a city where it is kind of like a keeping up with the Joneses. You have to have nicer vehicles. You're in a nicer neighborhood. It is, and I'm not saying there are not bad vehicles in Cleveland, but everywhere I was, it was like I was the scum.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
I hear what you're saying. I was behind a gigantic black Suburban at a McDonald's drive-thru on Sunday. You would have thought Trump was going to launch himself right out of this thing and be like, hello, I'd like my McNuggets, please. All right, thank you. Maybe 1, 2, 7, 10 piece. You would have thought that was going to happen. Nope. All of a sudden, you see this lady's hand reach out, take in 6 drinks in the vehicle. I'm like...
Was she driving a Denali?
Because
a friend of mine has a Denali, and she rolled up to my house on New Year's Day.
And that's what happens. You roll up in a Denali.
And she had some of my other friends in the car. They all just rolled out. Like,
Yep.
It was. I wish I would have recorded it because here they are. They're like 4 boxes of pizzas, box of wine. Da 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 da. I was like,
this thing's a U-Haul with windows. It's
yes,
unreal.
It's a fancy U-Haul.
Yeah, it
and
really
you get all
is.
you get all these women come. Well, actually, I had a mixed bag on New Year's Day, but yeah, you literally roll up, and I was like, man, big pimping over there.
Yeah, this thing was huge, though. I mean, it really looked like part of the president's motorcade. I'm like, oh my God.
Listen to what happened at Walmart. I never go to Walmart, but I had to go to Walmart I was printing some pictures. And I know that sounds like old school, but because I have this new house, I have one of those, it's like a larger frame where there's a bunch of smaller holes and you put in a collage of pictures, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I had some pictures in there that needed to go. They were a little expired, maybe some of the people and things like that where I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to put that picture on my wall anymore. So I get on my phone and I know that Walmart.com that I can put pictures and get them printed. So I pick out my 8 pictures and then it says it'll be shipped in like 3 to 5 days or something. I'm like, no. I want these pictures right now.
Yeah.
I bet you if I actually go into the store, I think I can get them today, right now. So I'm walking in, and it's very interesting because I usually don't walk into Walmart very often. Even my mom was like, you never go to Walmart. And I think this is why I had lots of adventures at Walmart. So I'm walking in and it was like being at a parade. Everyone's smiling at me and like, hi. That's great. I get to the back photo section and I pre-thought this a little bit, but I was hoping it wouldn't play out this way. So I asked the woman, the photo woman comes right out, and she said, "Oh, hi, Allie Payne." I said, "Well, hi, how are you?" And I explained that I wanted to print some pictures, and she's like, "Absolutely, come over here. I'll show you what to do." And she's like, "Well, I need you to get your phone out." I'm like, "Okay, well, so when I connect to this computer, are all of my pictures on my phone going to show up on this screen?"
Huh. Oh boy.
Oh, you know.
Oh boy. But valid question.
She said, no. No. It won't. We're gonna connect, but it's just gonna be like whatever you choose. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So she's like, "Give me your phone." And I was like, and you know how like you don't want to give the phone up. You're like, no. And she's like, just give me your phone. So I was like, okay. So I give her my phone. Like, what's gonna happen? I'm not sure, but I know it's not gonna be good. I give her my phone and she scans the QR code. I was like, okay. And then she's like, okay, now it's going to pop up here. And all of a sudden, oh, what comes up? Oh, yeah, exactly what you think comes up. There comes that spicy picture of Allie Payne. Oh. And it wasn't bad. It just wasn't something that Sylvia's eyes needed to see.
Sure.
And
Sylvia.
You could tell. She saw it. Oh. I was like, okay. So I was like, no.
We're friends now.
I'm like, no. I have it. It's in my favorites. Hold on. And I'm like clicking feverishly
to try to get it off the screen.
Get it off the screen. To get it to the 8 selected pictures.
Yeah.
Not
you didn't have the option of emailing the pictures to them?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, but she was insistent. Like, no, give me your phone.
Oh yeah,
we're
insistent.
Gonna just scan this QR.
I've heard the show. Where's the D pics?
Like, did she not? Did she? It was not the D pics. It was the me. It was the me pics. It was the me pics.
It was a me pic. Yeah.
And she was like, did she not see the panic in my voice when I was like, well, are all those pictures gonna come up here?
Yeah.
No, you're good.
While we're on the subject, lunch meets in aisle 7A.
Like, obviously, Sylvia doesn't have spicy pictures on her phone.
No.
Because she did not hear the hesitation and the anxiousness in my voice.
Sylvia is used to a whole lot of pictures of the grandbabies and puppies.
Yes.
And this was the kitty picture she wasn't expecting.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. It wasn't that bad.
What was it? The crook of your arm right here on the inside, where if you bend it the right way, it also looks like a vagina. Just guess what this is?
Maybe it was me wanting to look at my new underwear that I just got because I've been obsessing about finding the perfect pair of underwear.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So I think at that point then
Excuse me a second, I'm going to move my camera. Wait, where is it?
There you go, right there.
Yeah, what is? Let me get it close.
That definitely
What
looks,
is that, Allie?
That looks like the hairiest butt crack I've ever seen. So then I think at that point she
Sylvia, take a guess.
I think at that point she kind of realized when I was frantically trying to get to the saved pictures, the 8 pictures.
Hey, look on the bright side.
At one point I even said, well, I have it on my Walmart app.
Listen to her stumbles. No. I
have it on my Walmart app. I already selected the pictures. I thought, can't we just open the app? Can't I just open the app, get them on the screen?
Yep.
No. We got to open the phone. We got to get into all 8,000 pictures.
Let's look at the bright side.
10 of them spicy.
Was this the Walmart that's closer to your end of town, or was this more towards my end of town?
My end of town.
Okay, the good news is you got 2 more Walmarts within close range. You've got the one towards me and you got the one up by Seneca Lake. So you don't really have to go back and face Sylvia again.
I'm sure my image is burned into her memory. And do you know, this isn't the only story that happened that day. What a wild Walmart day it was.
All right.
So I picked the pictures, not any spicy ones. I picked the very lovely pictures, and I see that it's going to take a minute for them to print. I was like, perfect. I'm going to use the restroom really quick. I had to pee so bad. So there's that bathroom back there. So I'm in the bathroom. I come out of the stall. All of a sudden, hi, Allie Payne. I'm like,
my God,
what's happening?
Jesus.
So this listener gives me her 4 digits of her number. I'm blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna protect that in case she doesn't want that said. So we start talking, and here in the bathroom, she asks me about my ex. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a conversation I've been avoiding as much as possible. And I was like, oh gosh, I've been avoiding going to certain locations so I don't run into him. And then this person just brings it up. I'm like, okay. And it was fine. But then she tells me, great story that totally made up for this.
Oh.
She tells me that she's like, oh, I've been dating this man 30 years younger than me. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
I, of course, said, well, where did you meet? Let's hear the story. This is me in the bathroom. Well, I'm smelling whatever comes in a Walmart bathroom.
Yeah.
Dirty diapers and pink soap.
Oh.
And she says, well, I am a dispatcher for a trucking company. You're the digital lot lizard.
Oh my God. Did you say that?
No. But of course, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you're the new wave of lot lizard.
Yeah,
This is perfect. Oh, and then, so that was pretty much it with that. I get the pictures. I check out. Everything is good. Do you think that's the last story? Nay.
I mean, at this point, where else are you going to get recognized?
Got one more. So I thought this person was recognizing me, but I think they were just on crack. And I'm not even joking. So I'm walking out of Walmart. And
was his name Shaquanis?
I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman.
Oh.
But I was walking out, and in the very front where the carts are, and I think there's usually a claw machine there too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
used to be a couple red boxes. Absolutely.
Yes. I walk out, and this person was like, "Dang girl, you got a Facebook?" And I'm like,
"Got a Facebook?"
No. Maybe they said, "Can I get your number?" I think it was like, "Dang girl, can I?" And first of all, Scott, I'm in a messy bun and no makeup.
That's when it happens.
Yeah. Can I get your number?
When you're all made up, you're too intimidating.
So I thought, well, maybe this was somebody that recognized me. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Or I think they were probably on a little booger sugar. So, dang, girl. And I'm like, oh, I was like, no, but you know what? Get me on social.
Oh, yeah.
Look how friendly I'm being.
Sure.
And they're like, well, put your information in here. So what do?
Oh my God, they handed you their phone.
Yeah,
you should have taken it back to Sylvia and been like, let's take a look. See what's really going on here. I'm going to get all the inside dirt on this person.
So this person hands me their phone. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Of course, I am.
What's one more follower?
Well, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I should have actually put in the Scott and Allie show. I put in my personal, which is fine.
Like, so you were actually intrigued by the dang girl?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, that's subconscious intrigue. Yes, it is.
No. I was just thinking, I'll take another follower. Sure. I don't care. So I put in my information. I second one down. I was like, oh, that's me. First of all, who's that other Allie Payne Bush? I don't even know who that first one is. But the second one down, I was like, yep, that's me. There you go. Hit follow. And then they're like, oh, I don't bite unless you want me to.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, okay, you have.
This was all in one trip, right?
Yeah, a trip that only took from me printing off pictures, peeing, and coming out the door.
Wow.
This is why I got to stay out of Walmart.
Yeah, you do. Oh my God.
Oh, and to Sylvia, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry for what you had to see.
But it could have been worse, Sylvia. Trust me.
Well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Do us a favor, will you? Subscribe. Share the Scott and Allie Not For Air podcast. Touch our buttons. We know you want to.